Welcome to this episode of Talking with Kron, a podcast where we talk. We will not be discussing creative process, upcoming projects, or anything of that nature. Instead, we'll be talking about the everyday activities, which all have more beauty and meaning than we often think. By doing this, I want to start a conversation about those so called mundane experiences and how they are actually us creating art. Now, I'm sure that there are a lot of people that have and will criticize this premise. They will say that I'm just talking about bullshit because I'm trying to be funny and that I'm trying to attach some pseudo philosophy to it in order to seem smarter than I am. But I don't have time for you. I don't have time for negativity. So go back to listening to NPR or whatever you do with your time in order to impress people. I'm going to keep living my best life. Now, today I'm joined by Jalipaz. Jalipaz runs Audioconfusion, an excellent recording studio in Mesa, Arizona, that has recorded lots and lots and lots and lots of music. And is there anything else you want to share right now before I say things?
Nope, I'm just listening.
Oh, great. Okay, well now you can talk with me. I wanted to ask you because we just agreed to do this like an hour ago,
Yep.
and so I was curious because in our messages you have been using the smiley face that is like melting. So what I see, so just this morning, I'm counting one, two, three, four, uh, five, six. So you sent me six at various points throughout the morning, and I'm
I
curious.
just replaced that from the heart sign because I don't know. I just think that that's a little bit more neutral.
The smiley face is more neutral.
Yes,
Yeah, okay. So, but why did you go with the melting one instead of just the standard smiley face?
because I thought it was cooler.
Yeah, no, that yeah, it gives it a little more personality. No, that makes sense. Yeah, it's an awkward thing because I know that
I don't
there's
even know what it means because somebody else has asked me about that. Like, what's the mel? I don't know what it means. I just thought it looked kind of cool.
yeah, no, I'm not criticizing it. Please don't misunderstand me. I just
No, but I mean, if it means something that I don't know, then
yeah, I mean,
what?
yeah, I think it's fine. I just yeah, I mean it's awkward because I know there's a lot of different emojis you can do to respond to messages. I know the heart is generally like the go-to, but then it's like, oh, somebody send you a message. It says like, oh, my dad died, and then like you heart it,
Right.
and then or you do like a sad face or something like that. But yeah, no, I see why this could be complicated.
Yeah, and I do like if somebody says something sad or something, I'll make sure that I'm not sending them a melting smiley face.
No, that'd be very very excessive.
But yeah, I don't know. The 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 heart just kind of bugged me a little bit
Yeah.
on certain thing, like I don't know. I just I feel more comfortable with the smiley face. And I didn't want to just use the normal smiley face because I use that when I type a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say, yeah.
and the reason I do that is um because you're not there in person.
Hmm.
And if I was talking to you, I type like I talk a lot. And if I was talking to you, then after I said something, I'd smile. So that's
Hmm.
why I do it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Oftentimes, when we're just like chatting, then I mean, typing, chatting, that you'll end things with just like a typed out smiley face. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Um, when you give me the thumbs up on Messenger, I think I've confronted you about this before, like that I find that condescending. I don't think that's your intention, but like I immediately think of somebody kind of like giving me a thumbs up in like a
Yeah,
in
like
some sort of
cool. All right, go away.
yeah, oh, way to go. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think you've been doing that as much. I don't know if it's because of
No,
me.
I don't do that as much because I also agree. And it was always just kind of a quick thing too. It's like just to acknowledge that I saw it,
Yeah.
because a lot of times people don't even acknowledge things, which is pretty irritating
Yeah.
when you type
That's when
something.
you respond to my dad died with like the thumbs up. That's when you do it. Yeah. Um, well, I appreciate you meeting me. I was gonna go to I'm at work and I was gonna go to the post office on my lunch break to mail a Christmas card to my father, and I don't think he's gonna get it on time anyway. So, but then instead of going to the post office, I decided to do this instead. I feel like sending Christmas cards, like getting a Christmas card at any point, is like a big deal from me, like specifically
Mm-mm.
because like I'm not the kind of person that like really like thinks about people in that way.
In the way,
Like oh,
in
that I
what
should send
way?
them a card,
Oh,
or if somebody has a kid, then I don't like send them like a congratulations card most of the time, just because it doesn't occur to me.
oh yeah, totally. Yeah, me
Do
neither.
you send Christmas cards and all that shit?
No, I do get Christmas cards, but I don't send them. Um, yeah, I pretty I don't know. I I'm really bad with time management, so I just like I space everything. Like uh I'll be lucky if I tell people like happy Halloween or Merry Christmas or something,
Hmm.
I just forget. I just like I get too caught up in whatever I'm doing and um yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know, but I'm always amazed when other people do it. Just like, man, how do you do that?
Do you acknowledge the card and say because my aunt got pissed off at me because well I think it was also because she would send me money, but it would be Christmas cards with money, and then I wouldn't think to reply with any sort of thank you. So I guess it's different if it's like, but I still feel like you shouldn't be doing it for the thank you. So like,
I would 100% say thank you.
okay, for the
I would
card or for the card with the
100%,
money,
huh?
for just a card.
Yeah. Yes. If I get a card from somebody, I always like will text or something and let them know I got it and say thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so
Um, because it's just like it's just in front of me and it's the least I can do. Because I know how hard it is to uh um remember those things, you
yeah,
know?
but I feel like it's
Like
kind of annoying to expect the thank you. Like
yeah,
people are busy, so like they may not think uh
yeah.
to reply. I mean, it'd be nice, sure, but I mean,
I
it's
you
frustrating that people would just do a nice thing because they want some sort of acknowledgement to it, you know?
No, yeah, I don't think that that's the case. I don't that's not what I'm saying. I don't think people necessarily expect it, but I personally do. Like if somebody sends me something, I would say I like 90% of the time let them know that I got the card and I appreciate it.
Okay, so I guess
Real
that's all I
quick,
have to say. Yeah, no,
I want
say
to
what you're
say
gonna say.
something. You asked me before we started this to send a close-up picture of me. What
Yeah.
you should do is use the what you see on the camera right now.
I should take a picture of what is
of
on the camera.
when you're talking to people, yeah. Because then it's like the listeners get an idea of, like, you know, like, the now. I don't
Yeah, but now
know.
the listeners have mystique. They like we could be we could be anywhere and talking, and they won't know.
Right, that's true.
But I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying. I've seen podcasts do that where they have
Oh, do
like,
they? Oh, okay.
I mean,
Like I said,
occasionally just,
I don't do podcasts. So.
well, yeah, I thought that it would just be nice to have like maybe even a picture of each of us side by side, just
Yeah, I saw the
like on
dog breath
CNN.
one.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I saw the dog breath one.
Yeah, there you go.
That's your school picture, right?
That's my school picture. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I want to take a time out here to say that if you enjoy what you're listening to, you can show me that appreciation monetarily by donating to venmo.com/talking with Kron. Again, that is venmo.com/talking with Kron. I have to sign up for traffic school, and I got pulled over
Are you
for.
telling me or are you telling the audience?
I'm telling everybody, and
Oh,
and
okay.
this is a lead in
Okay.
for wanting money. So I got pulled over last week for driving in the HOV carpool lane, even though there was just one of me. And the police officer was very smug about it. I thought in my head that it would have been really cool if I said to him, "Oh, way to go, Batman." And I thought about how cool that would be. I didn't say it, of course. But so I'm in that position, so I may have to pay pay something in to deal with that. So, send me money. Send me money for this podcast, please. I will also like to give a shout out to our sponsor. That's what I would say if we had a sponsor. But we don't. But I would love to advertise your business for very cheap prices. I can be bought. I will give you an example. I wrote out a advertisement for Audio Confusion before we started recording as an example of this. Can
Oh,
I can I can I share that with you free of charge?
yeah, please do.
All right. Sound. How do you capture it? If only there was a net, like ones for catching birds. But now there does exist a net in the form of a recording studio. Introducing Audio Confusion, a state of the art studio in Mesa, Arizona. Jalipaz knows how to record every style of music or anything else you want to record. He has multiple microphones and a very large mixing board. He also has a nice couch in the same room as the mixing board and a conveniently placed restroom mere steps away from that room. The restroom has a book in it about commonly misheard lyrics. I have never read it, but it is there for your enjoyment. And the location is a quick drive to Chipotle, I'm sorry, not Taco Bell, Del Taco, and Subway. So when you want the best sound, don't fuck around. Go to Audio Confusion. So that's just an example of
Wow,
of advertising that I can do. So please give me money for that as well.
that's very thorough. I'd like to
So
add that I don't have a ton of different mics. I love the SM57.
yes, well, you have multiple SM57s.
Oh, yes, that's true. Yes, I
Yeah, that's
do.
what I meant. There's a
Okay.
large quantity of microphones,
Yes,
not
that's true.
a
Yes.
variety necessarily. So you moved here from Pennsylvania,
Yes.
and you once told me that there was a brand of mayonnaise that was in Pennsylvania, and that you cried when you got to Arizona and you found out that they didn't sell that mayonnaise. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah. I was very upset. I don't know if I cried, but I was probably on the verge of tears.
Maybe it was
Uh,
hyperbole when you were telling me before, but yeah.
yeah. Yes. Good memory, by the way. I yeah, I got to Arizona and I was looking for mayonnaise, and I was looking for Hellman's mayonnaise, which is uh um the brand that I grew up with, and they did not have it. And I'm a big mayonnaise fan, so I was like, what am I gonna do? And I don't think I found out about how Best Foods mayonnaise is Hellman's this side of the Rockies
Hmm.
until my in-laws told me um, when I started living with them before I got married. And but when I found out, I was very happy. And it tastes exactly the same.
Okay, so you're set then as far as
I'm
mayonnaise is
set.
concerned. Well, is there
Yeah,
anything
on
else
the
from
back of
Pennsylvania
Best
that you
Foods
miss?
mayonnaise, you'll see it'll say also known as Hellman's on the other side of the Rockies.
Oh, okay. Is there anything from Pennsylvania that you do miss that you can't get here?
Yes. Pepperoni bread and this thing this stuff called sandwich spread. And it is as disgusting as it sounds.
Well, yeah,
But
talk about it.
disgustingly good. Like it looks gross, but it's really good.
Okay, but like, what would you compare it to as far as some sort of food item I would
There's
understand?
something here that tries to be like sandwich spread, and I think it's called uh like ham spread or something. Um and I've tried it and it does not taste like anything like the sandwich spread. And I do also believe that out east they also have this ham spread stuff, but I
Well,
prefer the sandwich spread.
so is it similar to mayonnaise?
No, 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 no. Oh, no. That's why I said it's kind of disgusting, because it's basically uh, a puree form of um like bologna, and I think there might be uh like some pickles in it maybe. And yeah, there might be like mayonnaise like to make it like a puree thing, but no, it's like a puree version of meat.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
And
you
I'm sure
enjoy
that's
that, huh?
super disgusting to a vegetarian.
I mean, it seems like that would be an acquired taste across the board.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I just grew up with it, so
What foods have been really speaking to you lately?
I don't know. I I think I eat a lot of the same things. I'm a sub guy. I love subs. I like chicken wings. Um, Something I've kind of gotten a little sick of is pizza.
Yeah.
Um, it's just like I used to love Venezia's pizza, and I don't know if my taste buds are changing or if they're getting saltier, but I am not a fan of salt, and I just it just seems saltier and saltier.
Is it that for
Oh, I
health
like
reasons, or do you just not like salt?
say what?
Do you just not like salt?
I know that salt's in everything, and I don't need the extra salt. I don't need to add like, like more salt to many things. But what's funny is sometimes I add salt to things that other people don't add salt to. Like every once in a while I'll add salt to an apple.
Wow. Um, yeah, no, that sounds very good. I'll have to give that a try sometime.
Yeah, it's tasty.
I met you in 2008, and I came over to your place because I found out about you through MySpace, and you worked on a song with me, and then you gave me a rate, and then I said something in passing about having a small child, which I had at the time. She's a larger child now,
Yes.
and then
They tend to grow.
yeah, and then you said, "Oh, you have a child," and then you gave me a less expensive rate, and I thought that that was cool. That had been, I think, the first time that anybody had given me special treatment as a result of being a parent. I think, got a job at Whole Foods, and it was because at the end of the interview, I said something about having a child, and then they were going to call me back after they interviewed other applicants, but then she seemed surprised and then said, "Oh, actually, I'll just offer you the job."
Oh wow.
And I'm curious if you have ever used your own children for special treatment.
Mm, n- Not really. More just as like a relatable thing. Like I don't know. I'm not surprised that you got hired faster because they found out you had a kid, because it most likely means that you're, probably more mature and responsible. So, but no, I don't think I've ever used my kids in that way. More probably just to like relate to somebody, or to, let them know that, like I'm not just some, you know, long-haired punk kid. I also have kids. So
So do you bring that up when you get the impression that like somebody kind of thinks that you're kind of a dirtbag? Like you'll bring up that you have children in
yeah,
order.
yeah, probably. Um,
How would that go? Like how would that like if like let's say like you're giving me or I'm giving you a condescending attitude. Like I think you're just some sort of street trash. W- What would you say back
well,
to me to factor this
it's
in?
it's probably not that drastic. It's like if I'm talking to somebody and I get the sense that they're not taking me, I mean, it's different now because I'm older and I'm gray, and like, so. But when I was like, in my late 20s, and I'd talk to somebody, and I got the sense that maybe they didn't take me seriously because I just thought I was just some, punk kid or whatever. I'd say like somehow uh um mention my kids, in passing or something, and then they've, oh, you have kids. Oh, how old? Well, actually, I've been married for 10 years, and I have, you know, uh, two boys or whatever. Then they kind of like change their attitude a little bit. Um, you know, Same with uh um like with recording, like everybody, and their mom records now. So so sometimes I'm very clear that like I've been doing this for almost 30 years. You know, it's like it just kind of like, I think, clarifies things like, oh, I'm not just, some kid who's, or not even a kid, but just some guy who's just been, doing this for 5 years.
Right. Um, well, I don't have I we agreed to do this such a short time ago that I didn't I didn't prepare any other questions, but just tell me about your day routine. Tell me about what time you usually wake up and like, just the little things you do throughout the day in order to
Well,
stay fresh.
I take my daughter to school every day. Uh, so I wake up at like 7. She's got to be at school at 8. We live right down the road, um, uh, so I can, wake up, set my alarm at 7, and kind of sleep into like 7:30, and then uh, and then I come home and go in the studio and uh, do my emails and any like messages that people send me on social media, and then I get to work mixing, or if I have a session or whatever, mastering. And then lately I've been working on this shed that we're building in the backyard. Um, so I'll take a break from recording and go do that. And uh, and then I probably finish if I'm not like in session with somebody. I'll probably finish up the day when I pick up my daughter, and the rest of the day will just be hanging out with the family and doing any chores that need to be done, like cleaning out the ferret cages, or doing dishes or something.
What kind of dish detergent do you use?
I don't know, something generic,
Soap?
like
Is hand soap the same
I
way? Do
think
you go more
Kroger's.
generic?
Huh?
You go more generic when you're doing like hand soap and body soap as well?
No. Well, hand soap, yes. Body soap, no. I use Burt's Bees.
Oh, okay, yeah, I figured it would be something like that. I'm a Bronner's man myself, but I figured you would do something like more on the organic side or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, what about toothpaste? Do you use any particular kind of toothpaste?
yeah. I have sensitive teeth, so I use Sensodyne.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to share before we wrap this up? I don't have any other preparation, or do you have any questions for me?
Um, let's see. Um, is this your last day till or is tomorrow your last day till next year?
Yeah,
What are you gonna do?
with my winter break.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just hang out.
you do a lot of traveling though. You're not gonna go travel?
Maybe. You doing anything over winter break? I know. Yeah, I know.
No.
Why? Yeah, since your child is on winter break, yeah, that it does apply to you.
Yeah, no, not really. Um, I'm gonna go through all my band T-shirts and see if um my daughter wants any of those that I don't wear anymore. I have a lot of band T-shirts. I have one with your face on it.
Yeah, yeah, you do. Do you ever wear that shirt?
Yeah, I do.
That's fun.
Yes, I have a blue or a black on blue one.
Yeah. No, I know which one you're talking about.
Um and we'll probably watch some Christmas movies. Um, go look at Christmas lights. Um, I don't know. Maybe we'll make a drive down to Tucson and see those guys down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everybody moved to Tucson.
Yeah, the old gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
All right. Well, thank you
I
for
got work to
joining.
do too, so
Sure. Yeah. All right. Well, as I was going to say, thank you for joining me today, Jalipaz. This is Talking with Kron, speaking with Jalipaz from Audioconfusion, who can be reached at audioconfusion.com.
yeah, or Facebook audio confusion or Instagram audio confusion. Uh, um, well, it's not audio confusion at Instagram. It's Jalipaz is audio confusion at Jalipaz is audio confusion.
All right. Thanks, everybody.